One of the biggest mistakes that many Kenyans abroad, I included, make is thinking I'll figure out about retirement later. And guys, we need to look at how we think about this, and something needs to be done. And this is not from a point of judgment, but it is from a point of really we need to do something, and we need to look at how we can solve this. This is because retirement planning is not about old age, but it is about building financial freedom before our energy runs out. A lot of Kenyans abroad work incredibly hard for so many years, yet some return home with no investments, no passive income, no financial security, and that is why retirement planning matters. So welcome to Build Your Wealth Hub. This is your one-stop point where we normalize money conversations. We also talk about investment options and simplify them into forms that any investor can understand, even if you're a beginner. We also normalize learning and relearning so that we can know the new approaches and the new trends of the economy and what actions need to be taken. If you're new here, welcome, and please subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any video. And if you're returning, thank you so much for stopping by. So let's dive into the video. What is retirement planning? Basically, this is whereby we build assets and income today so that they can support us in future when we cannot rely on a salary. And the main goal is financial security, peace of mind, passive income, and long-term security. So why is this important to Kenyans abroad? Working abroad normally comes with physically demanding jobs, remittances, family pressure, high living costs, and sometimes burnout. So many people assume they will always be there to work. But the smart move is preparing for the days when you want to slow down, relocate home, work less, and even live comfortably. So these are some of the assets that can support retirements, or some of the investment options that can be able to support early retirement or any type of retirement. Number one is real estate and REITs, which is real estate investment trust. Rental property can create monthly income, and REITs can also create exposure to dividend income, exposure to real estate, passive earning without managing tenants, and so on and so forth. So some of the examples of REITs in Kenya are like Ilam Fahari and Akon Holdings. Option number two that we have is treasury bonds, which are popular among long-term investors. This is because they can provide predictable returns, lower risk, and steady interest income compared to many other investments. Some investors ladder bonds for several years so that they can create consistent monthly incomes. And I think we did a video on bond laddering, which might be so important to look at this point. The third option is dividend stocks, and some companies distribute their profits through dividends regularly. Examples are like KCB, Safaricom, Equity Bank, and over time, reinvesting the dividends earned can significantly build wealth. Also, if you take into account the power of compound interest, this is where small, consistent investing becomes powerful. So, a smarter diaspora strategy involves focusing on building cash flow assets, investments, and diversified income streams. An example of a retirement plan for a Kenyan abroad could look like, imagine if you are earning in pounds or euros or dollars, and your salary, you divide it into 20% goes to investment, 10% to emergency funds, and we agreed that emergency funds should go to money market fund, 10% goes to retirement portfolio, and the remaining percentage goes to your bills, your lifestyle, family, and all that. And you find that over time that can build shares, bonds, REITs, businesses, and even passive income, which is our main goal. So let us all remember that retirement is not about age. It is a financial position where work becomes optional. You don't have to be 90, 60, 50 to retire. You can retire where you are if you choose that work becomes optional, and as long as you have passive income. Thank you for watching up to this far. Please engage in the comment section. Let me know which retirement plan you have, if you have any, and let us learn from each other. Please subscribe to build your wealth for more diaspora financial tips and financial freedom. Bye, and see you on the next one.